Okay guys, what's up? Crypto Keith here, and we're gonna do our crypto catch up, our This Week in Crypto, where we go over everything that I've noticed in the past week that's caught my eye. So what we're gonna talk about in this episode will be Lupe Fiasco, what he says about cryptocurrencies, which cryptocurrencies are the best gainers and losers. We'll talk at least about one or two of each. And which ones have the best potential in the next few weeks? Which ones you might, have a good chance of buying and profiting with in the next couple weeks? Olympians that turn to Bitcoin and why? Pewdiepie and cryptocurrency. What is his deal? Why is he now talking about it? We're going to talk about Elon Musk, and he finally revealed how much Bitcoin he owns. It might surprise you. New record has been broken, and we'll talk about what that is. We're going to also talk about the 6th BitConnect lawsuit, just go over it briefly. And we're also going to talk about Vitalik Buterin, which SEC he is talking to about basically cryptocurrencies and ICOs. We're also going to talk about which company just got delisted, which blockchain company from NASDAQ, and why. Also, we're going to talk about which ICO is airing the first ever cryptocurrency game show, and how you can get involved in that ICO right now. It's almost finished. Which crypto YouTuber is in the Illuminati? Also, we're going to talk about how Google, in my opinion, is the one entity that could or has the potential or power to destroy Bitcoin, or destroy the value, at least for a little bit, or stop a lot of people from hearing the truth. And why it's so dangerous, why these big companies are so dangerous, and this is a good example of that. So last week, the two main things that stuck out to me were the first Olympic athlete that was paid in cryptocurrency. So he had sponsorships and endorsements by two cryptocurrency companies. You can look into that, as well as the government put bounties on exposing pump and dump groups, but only if it leads to $1 million gained in the court. So most likely you're not going to get anything. They're just taking advantage of the situation. They know that you're not going to expose them unless they promise you something. But in the fine print, they're really not. Well, they're not guaranteed to give you anything. So, guys, I've been really busy working on my own cryptocurrency project, website, and things like that. So I'm not doing videos every day, but that's fine. It's going to work better this way anyways, and I'll get better quality content out there. So let's get right into it. Good enough. Okay, so what do we have to start with? Well, Nano has been leading, at least in the past couple days, as top gainer in the crypto recovery. So there's been something pointed out that when Bitcoin isn't gaining very much, that's when altcoins seem to have their spotlight moment. And then when Bitcoin is having huge gains, people put money back into Bitcoin. They're always following the flock. So yeah, and right now we're having Nano, an altcoin, as our biggest gainer. And if you look at Bitcoin's charts, we did go down. You know, people were saying this might have been a bull trap. The fact that we were, you know, looking like we're going back up. Where did we hit? Around $12,000, and it was kind of a bull trap because we went back down. So basically, we stopped here right before this other Fibonacci line and started to go back up. And I was highly doubtful that we're going to go down any lower than just below 900. And we started leveling out and going back up. And I think we're going to keep seeing it go back up. But we're going to have this volatility. If you see, you know, us going up, these stair steps of volatility, it's going to be the same thing. You know, it was the same thing going down, and now it's going to be the same thing going back up. When you see it go up in a straight line, that's not really a good thing. That, you know, that gives you something, you know, something's off, something's wrong. Especially, and also we didn't see it, you know, go straight down, which means, well, we did at one point here, something was wrong there. And most likely it was all this media and news destroying the credibility of Bitcoin. So we also see here in this Miami nightclub, they have a huge ass Bitcoin. I think that's pretty awesome. So shout out to this nightclub, Live Miami nightclub. I guess, I don't know if that's a nightclub name, but it could be. What the heck is Beatherium? Beether tokens? Come on. Guys, there's so many tokens popping up and airdrops out there. You can find a lot of airdrops on my channel. And when the markets are so risky like this, why not just get, you know, free tokens? Why not take some of your, you know, your short-term, you know, investments out if you have to, and then work long-term. Get some of those airdrops, because who knows? In long-term, they could go up quite a bit. Also, Crypto Yoda here. Got to listen to Crypto Yoda. They're saying that first sell-off, followed by a bear trap, bullish break of the wedge would lead to renewed global media coverage above all-time high, making $50,000 a pretty conservative target for 2018. And I think, yeah, I think that is a conservative target. And even before we had this crash, that was about where I thought we'd be going. Although I thought we'd be at $30,000 by now, but it's taking a little bit longer, and you can't predict it. Nobody can predict the timing perfectly. Ethereum Classic price declined this week from highs against the US dollar, Bitcoin. So Ethereum Classic could correct, going back up. As well, you know, people were buying this up, I think, because, wow, look at that huge candle. So someone bought a lot. But I think people were buying this up mainly because of the coming airdrop, the Callisto airdrop, and Ethereum Classic fork that's going to be happening in March. But then some people saw that, you know, it was up that high, around $50, maybe even more, and then started taking some profits. And as well, I think people are realizing, okay, why not take our money out of Ethereum Classic, put it in, you know, Bitcoin or Z Classic, and get that first airdrop that's coming. What is it, February 28th, the Bitcoin private airdrop, and then sell some of that, you know, Z Classic back into Ethereum Classic. But one thing's for sure, now is the time to get that Ethereum Classic if you're planning on grabbing a bunch for the upcoming airdrop. The Petro supposedly hasn't raised a dime, which is interesting because if you look over here, so according to Coin Schedule, ICOs raised over $1 billion in December, the highest month on record, so a record high. This should be in the world Guinness Book of World Records. But actually, since we have had a higher month I think in February it's going to be even higher because of, for one, Telegram's has already had their pre-sale, raising almost $1 billion just in that one ICO. They plan to raise $2 billion. So if they had that ICO before the end of February, they definitely we probably already are with that 850 million plus another 150 million, easily surpass December's $1 billion in 1 month raised in ICOs. But let's see what else they say here about some other ICOs. So Venezuela's Petro ICO reportedly raised 735 million pre-sale. So why is Andreas Antonopoulos saying that they didn't raise a cent? I don't know. Maybe something for you to look into. I don't have a lot of time to go into that deeper right now. So, Olympics, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Basically, these Olympians in the Olympics is now accepting Bitcoin for funding and for donations. And maybe I shouldn't have opened that other tab there, but slowing this one down. U.S. Olympians turn to Bitcoin to fund the cost of competing. Wow, 2018, guys, if you thought 2017 was the year of Bitcoin, this year is even more profound. I don't know about profound, but it's more drama, more actions going on this year, because in 2017 we basically had straight gains. So now people have to learn how to actually profit when we're in a bull market, as well as it's going to be in the news for not just gaining, for huge losses as well. We've already seen that. And all of these other things happening in Bitcoin. I think there's a lot more going to be happening this year than last year. We're seeing it already. So Elon Musk just revealed how much Bitcoin he owns, and it's surprisingly little. He owns 0.25 Bitcoin. God, I own more than that. And I've made some bad choices and, lost some Bitcoin over the years. BitConnect. No, I didn't lose very much in that. So the next web. What is the next web saying? Well, the next web is slow as heck. Like, maybe it's just my computer. Technical difficulties. Hold up 1 second, guys. Do not go anywhere, because we have some exciting things to talk about still. It's not going to be very long, including Lupe Fiasco, what he says about cryptocurrencies, and Vitalik Buterin. And okay, Bitcoin fees drop. Why it happened and what it means. I'll be sharing some of these articles on my Twitter, but it's from $26 down to $3 for Bitcoin transaction fees. Pretty nice. Bank of America admits cryptocurrency is threatening its business model. Surprised they've admitted that. SegWit support on GDAX. Wow, did you ever think this day would be coming? Is Lightning Network on Coinbase or GDAX coming next? I guess we'll see. Bancor bounce back. ICO is winning adoption. So basically, Bancor is almost like an exchange slash ICO funding platform. I'm pretty sure. I wanted to invest actually, or sorry, I wanted to buy a token that at one point that was only on Bancor. So I signed up, but I don't think I ever really ended up going too far with it. But it's different. It's definitely different, and it's working. So Siren Labs, EOS. So most of the tokens listed on CoinMarketCap's banker page have fairly thin markets. So several of the better known options, as the time of the writing, have hit daily volumes of more than $500,000 on the platform. They've basically exponentially grown, which is a good sign that people are starting to realize and use these platforms, not just, invest in them for speculation and things like that. It's something we really need to see more than anything. So rapper Lupe Fiasco says cryptocurrencies are like baseball cards, but that blockchain can revolutionize the music industry. Good on you, Lupe. At least you said something about it, right? Speaking of baseball cards or trading cards, the Bitcoin Empire card game, Become a Bitcoin Baron. Looks pretty interesting. I might order this myself. And that brings us to crypto stamps, which is interesting. I haven't done the research on it that I plan to, but it's definitely something that's caught my eye. So crypto stamps, thank you for helping us reach 1,000+ transactions. Yet their social media is now not too popular yet. Their Twitter, basically they say that they have sudden heavy traffic on the website, and it was under maintenance for a few hours, so they were offline. Crypto kitties all over again. I don't know, maybe they're just trying to create hype. We'll see. I'm gonna do a review about this because they've asked me to. So they had a stamp offering, a final stamp offering, not an initial stamp offering, a final stamp offering. So yes, I'll look into that definitely. They asked me here on Twitter. They want their blockchain reviewed, and would like to know how I feel about the product. So I'm definitely going to look into it a little bit more, and you can check them out too. And here's a Medium post about it. Collect and trade stamps on the blockchain. So guys, this is hilarious. Made me laugh my ass off. So I'll share a little bit with you, if you haven't already seen it.
So I'm just going to play a couple quick seconds here of Vincent Briatore. I like the guy. I like the guy's videos, but it looks to me like most of these other people, he's just a Masonic Luciferian. Maybe he's just a Luciferian. Maybe they're not Masonic. Okay, I just tend to tie them all together. But here, watch. You tell me if I'm crazy. I don't care if you think I am crazy. Did you see that one? Did you miss it? It was quick. You did it, though. I skipped over some stuff.
Sorry, guys.
So
don't click off yet. I just thought that was funny. I'm not going to go too deep into it. I have a surprise coming. Speaking of funny things, I don't want to spoil it though yet. But yeah, supposedly Vincent Briatore, he's Italian, just like myself, is a globalist, and he's in the Illuminati. I noticed those hand signs, but I didn't take it as anything really at all. And I used to be into conspiracies. I had a YouTube channel, successful YouTube channel in the conspiracy theory community. And I left that channel to come to create this new cryptocurrency channel because it was just draining. It was too draining, but a lot of people go through that phase, and it's pretty funny how you know, well, actually, I watched the last couple episodes of season 11 of the X-Files. Sorry. In one of the episodes, they even said, you know, people don't even know what's the truth and what's real and what's fake anymore. Like, look at that shooting that just happened, and everybody's saying it was a false flag and they were actors. No, but that has happened before. But now people think that this one is, and it definitely isn't. If you look at the evidence, people are so, you know, their minds have been so manipulated that they don't know what is true anymore. And the people that are in the conspiracies, they think they're exposing it. They're actually the worst. They've been manipulated more than anybody. You know, it's like the old saying, if you want to fight a monster, you become one. So, Bitcoin private fork, I just wanted to remind you guys, it's coming up. So, where is it here? The date. So, 4 days from now. So get your Z Classic, guys. If you're smart, you buy up some Z Classic, and get one Bitcoin private for free, just from every $100 or $150 you spend on Z Classic. And Z Classic and Ethereum Classic are two coins that are going up right now, or have the highest potential in the next, I'd say, month. So if you buy those coins, you can't lose. But just remember, people are going to be selling off right after the fork, so you might want to try to do that too. CoinJoin is what people are basically using Bitcoin tumblers to get the same effect that I think Bitcoin private will give us, right? So after Bitcoin private, there won't be any Bitcoin tumblers anymore, and BitPetite will not have no reason to have existed. But CoinJoin seems to be one of the better ideas in Bitcoin tumbling and things like that. Bitcoin right now is not. We'll see you next time.
This is the future currency. You're not going to use pounds and dollars and euros and whatever anymore.
It is a huge deal. I've made an extraordinary amount of money relative to what I ever conceived.
We don't need much, we just need to be pointed in the right direction. So that's a £52,000 gross profit.
Sorry, I've just gone quite lightheaded.